I needed to write a book, but my brain was blocked. There were so many times I would just sit in front of my computer and just stare at it and then find something else to do that wasn't writing. I knew I had to do something if I was going to complete another book. So I just started researching writer's block. And in my research, I found several ways that I could beat writer's block. Hi, I'm Aisha, and my mission is to mobilize you, the Christian writer, so that you can share your unique voice with the world. I will be bringing you writing tips and godly encouragement. Are you trying to find your people, your writing people? If so, I invite you to come write with us in the Writing with Power community. It is free to join, and I will leave the information in the description box. So let's talk about some ways to overcome writer's block. One of my favorite ways to overcome writer's block is to read other people's writing. When we look at it the right way, other people's writing can be inspirational for us. We can learn writing structure. I think it's so much fun to see how other people write. Not everyone follows the same structure. So that's a great way to learn about writing structure. And we can also learn about style. Everyone has their own style of writing. And when we see what other people are doing, that can be a way to spark our desire to create our own style of writing. And when we read other people's writing, we see their voices, we read their voices, and this can teach us how we can use our own voices to create stories and to create devotionals that are encouraging to others. Another thing I do is read books about writing. And let me tell you, this can be more interesting than how it sounds. There are books out there that will teach us how to create characters and create backstories for our characters. And just to make a point right here, reading about writing can spark so many ideas when I am trying to beat writer's block. When I'm learning about structure, I can get more ideas about how to build my plot and how to create my characters and the idea of how I want to complete my fiction books. Even though I'm not always one to outline my stories, usually when I am reading a book about outlining, that will also spark ideas. So, reading books about writing, that's a great way to help you beat writer's block. Try this. Try rereading your writing. You can learn so much about yourself as a writer when you reread what you have already written. What is your style of writing? Read what you've already written. You can learn that about yourself. Where do you want to go in the story or the blog or the devotional? Reread what you have so that you can get that guidance. One thing I don't do enough of is rereading what I've already written. Like, I have books that are waiting for me to edit them. And if I were to go back and reread them now, I would know what my intentions were when I started writing it. And that way I can release more books. But if you reread what you write, you learn more about yourself. Make an outline. Outlines are great ways to beat writer's block. Outlines give you a chance to think out the process that you want to take to write your book. You can organize your ideas that you have with an outline, and you can always stop in the writing process, go back to your outline, and make sure that you're on the right track or see where you are moving away from your original idea so that you can stay on track or decide if you need to change the route that you're going. And here's another idea for beating writer's block. Just pants it. And when I say that, that's the other end of making an outline. There is no formality to it. When you do this, you don't let anything stop you. You just keep writing. You just write from the top of your head, or as they say, by the seat of your pants. And sometimes the freedom of just writing allows us to write more because it takes the limits off of our imaginations. So let's recap. If you want to get over writer's block, start by reading other people's writing. Or if you don't want to start there, read a book about writing. There are so many books out there about writing that will help spark your interest so that you can continue writing. You can also reread your writing, and if any writing should inspire you, it should be your own writing. So, if you reread your writing, you learn about yourself and you can make changes as you go. Another way is outlining. When you outline your writing, that gives you a roadmap for where you want to go. It also helps you to see where you are on track or off track with your project. And last but not least, and sometimes one of my favorite things to do is just pants it right by the seat of your pants. Just write. Give your imagination space to create. Don't allow formality to stop you from moving forward in this journey. And let me remind you, you can always come right with me in the Writing with Power community. Again, that information is in the description box. I hope that something in this video sparked your writing journey, sparked your imagination. If it has, would you please let me know in the comments? Let me know which one of these tips helped you. Would you like this video so that others can see it? And I hope that you will consider subscribing. And as always, I enjoy meeting you here. And until next time, happy writing.